Hello. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm kind of okay. Woke up with
Okay.
a bit of the cold.
I was having that feeling yesterday as well. So, not good. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Sandra. Welcome to my Mixtape. I'm tired. Costa, and you are.
Ozan, the gender bent version of Shane Madage, Nakwi.
And this is, what is it, episode? I think it's 15 of Capitalism. Thanks, I hate it. We're going covert today. Going a bit more covert.
Chill. Going very chill.
Um, very chill. Um, I always forget to pull up the list of stuff we talk about. Uh,
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention it to you. You're gonna have to find someone to guest host the next episode because I have to go into the 10 days of mourning, we have. So I'm not
yes,
allowed to do anything fun for 10
yes,
days.
yes,
Yeah.
of course.
So.
So if anyone wants to do something, wants to join in, wants to do, I don't know, fun stuff, let me know in the comments or in my DMs or in Hosan's DMs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because come on, be considerate. She's giving you enough content and yous are just like, oh no, I'll just let it be.
Outrageous.
Outrageous, upsetting, sadness. What is it? So what have I
Miserable.
missed since I last saw you?
Um, I mean, stats. You haven't missed much. I mean, sad stuff has can't speak. That's number one. Sad stuff has been happening, and I meant to feel sad, but I don't feel anything. So,
Okay.
like, my grandparents are very sick, and I know I should be sad, but just dead inside.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
I'm just gonna put earphones on. So can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. What is it? But like I get that. That's kind of like the whole grieving process, how other people feel it in different ways.
Yeah.
So you can't really blame yourself for
What about you? What have I missed?
that. Well, not much. I don't know. I'm working full time now, so I'm a bit more busy, but I like it. Like it's fun and I'm earning well and it's nice. The birds that I had on the wall, I literally just showed Dara one yesterday and one of them broke and very
Oh yay.
upsetting, but I can fix it. But other than that, nothing much. I heard that Trump was like there was an attempted what is it, assassination on him. And it was
Yeah.
very Great Gatsby-esque. Like we were talking about this in our group Zoom call, and it was like a guy literally with a gun running across like the green to the Oval Office or whatever to the press conference he was holding, and then they obviously talked about that during the press conference instead of whatever they were talking about before. But like, it just sounds like the last scene of the Great Gatsby. Oh,
My sister sent me a TikTok this morning, and apparently his younger brother, Donald Trump's younger brother, Robert, has died, and everyone's like, the wrong Trump. It's trending on Twitter, apparently.
oh my God. I got a notification from that. I don't even follow him or anything, but not on Twitter, but I don't follow him in general. But I got a notification on my
Yeah, I
phone,
don't
how
follow him either.
Samsung has like the news stuff, and I was just like, God, I can't. But also he was 71, so obviously high risk and all.
Yeah.
I guess like to boost up the team morale, we should really go for Forgotten Figures. Come on, give me your history buff stuff.
All right, today's history figure is Miss Helen Charman. Yeah,
Mhm.
Charman. Yeah. So, the story of Miss Helen. Great Britain, many years ago, felt immense pride when Major Tim Peake blasted into space in 2015, which is kind of shocking. Um, and many people called him Britain's first official astronaut, but that's not actually true
Mm.
because it was actually Helen Charman who was Britain's first astronaut many, many years ago.
Mm.
Basically, I'm not exactly sure why she's forgotten, probably because at the time Britain didn't have their own space system. They really only launched their space system in like 2013, 2014, 2015, around that time. So
Okay.
this is the reason why she's not remembered as their first astronaut, but she is technically their first astronaut.
Yeah.
So basically, Helen Sharman, she wasn't someone who, since childhood, wanted to go into space or anything like that. She was just an ordinary person, and she worked as a research chemist for this confectionery company.
Yeah.
And one day, she was working, and she heard a radio announcement that simply said, "Astronauts are wanted. No experience is needed or necessary."
Can you
And
imagine
that's when
that
her
during
life,
global pandemic? They're just like, this job, no experience required, and you'd be like, oh, finally.
my time to shine. But that's when her life just took a huge turn. So, like I said, Britain didn't have their own official space program, so they decided to book a seat on the Soviet rocket
Yeah.
to provide the world with a good story about how Soviet and Britain relations are improving, because this was just after the Cold War.
Yeah. Yeah.
And out of the 13,000 applicants, Helen Charman was the one person they elected because she passed all the psychological evaluations. She
Wow.
passed all their detailed medical assignments and all that. So they're like, you're
Can't
good.
relate.
We wish we were like Helen Charman.
We stand because we wish.
I would just turn up for the medical assignment. They're like, so, can you breathe? Ah, you caught me there. No.
That's like when you were like, I want to be a guard, and I'm like, bro, you know there's a physical assignment, like, like assessment thing.
I was like, I can pass that. But yeah,
Uh,
basically, she was
yeah.
chosen, and then in 1991, she became the first woman president to visit the MR space station, and she spent a
Mhm.
good 8 years in space.
Damn. 8 years?
Yep, which
You
is
know what?
weird though, because
It reminds me of Umbrella Academy.
yes. Did you finally watch it?
I'm watching it. I'm on the episode where Pogo says to the mom, he's like, "Oh, the children can never know," and I'm like, "The children can never know what? The children can never know what?" And it's like,
It
it's
only
killing
gets
me. It's killing
it's so
me.
funny.
Like I saw her do the thing, and I was like, "Okay, so she alters the timeline," and then I'm like, I semi thought that that was Vanya's what is it power was that she could play notes and distract people and like join in the heist. But then I
Yeah,
was like, no, this is freaky. And also I hate Vanya's boyfriend. He's like creeping me out intensely, and I'm like,
I know. The first time I watched it, I was like, oh, I really hate his character. I had a
yeah.
really bad suspicion about him, and I was like, oh my god, I hate this guy so much.
And not only that, like Allison caught him, and then and then uh what is it? Vanya was just like, but I like him. He thinks I'm special. And I'm like, girl, you've known him for 2 days and you're like, he's my soulmate. Like, I don't understand that.
Yeah, when I first watched Umbrella Academy, I was also fresh on Tumblr at this point. Um, but basically, I saw this thing where it was like just talking about it, and it's like, can we all just say Vanya must be protected under all circumstances? And I was like, yes, she did nothing wrong. Like, I hated the way everyone treated her so much. I was like,
Literally, Sis was just trying to get an income because she was immortal compared to them. And they were all like, oh, you revealed the family secrets? How dare you? Like,
literally, like
I
she was
understand, like I'd
excluded.
be
I was
outraged, but still, for that long.
Yeah. Who do you think is actually? I'll ask you later when we go into the major talk.
You were gonna say, who do you think I am and you are?
No, I was actually gonna ask you something else.
Okay. Write that down, because otherwise you'll forget.
Yeah.
Write it down, because I know we'll forget. We'll start talking about some BS, and you just, you
Okay.
just forget.
Noted.
Okay. We were talking about Helen Charman.
Charmin. Yeah.
Charman. I really do understand why she was forgotten though, because I feel like, especially since they didn't have the organization themselves, it's very easy to like forget about that stuff.
Yeah.
You know. Ugh,
I mean, she's probably mentioned more in like, if anyone was to study Soviet history, she's probably mentioned a lot in there, considering
yeah.
she's a huge part of it.
Yeah. Mm. Well,
Yeah, not that forgotten person.
I'm glad we brought her in because like she was forgotten and it's a very interesting story. So it's better
Yeah.
to be remembered or immortalized over Instagram Zoom. Also, I can't wait for future tweets that are going to be like, I'm sorry, no, like when I graduate from Diffie, like officially, I'll be like, hi, I just graduated from Microsoft Teams Academy. Uh, whereas everyone else is like, I just graduated from Zoom University. And the rivalry, the
Honestly, you know what
sheer
I love
rivalry.
looking at though?
Yeah, go on.
I love looking at like there's this guy on TikTok that does Gen Z as like lawyers and doctors and all
Oh my
that. And
God,
I
I
think
don't,
my
yeah.
favorite trend has to be Gen Z as lawyers. They're just oh so
I
good.
know,
It's like
it's like,
it's the no
he's not guilty.
evidence.
He's no, mine is the, they're not guilty, but you're not ready for that story yet. Or it's the,
Yes. Or
what other one? What other, oh,
oh I
oh.
just had I literally just saw this this morning when
Oh
I
my
woke
God, I
up. I
have
was looking
seen
at
it.
it.
Yeah, Kashaf, you know the tea. What is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
there was one where it was like, my client passes the vibe check.
Kashaf just said, or is it Gen Z as doctors? I'll
Yeah.
raise you Gen Z as teachers. Hilarious. Absolutely quality content. Oh my God. I'm trying to remember the last phrase that I know that really hit the spot with me. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Which one was it? It was like,
Flashback.
somebody come get her. She's dead. No, it wasn't that. But like, if I remember, we'll talk about it in another episode where we go into like favorite TikToks or something.
Yeah.
So I guess it's time for baby got books.
Baby got books.
Books. What books have you got, baby?
So I should not have the books with me, but this week I finished reading Six of Crows, and I know a lot of people saw it on TikTok. And can I just say I didn't take it off TikTok because my sister's book, and she kept telling me to read it, and I was like, oh, fine, I'll read it. It's actually very good, very very good. I really
Okay,
like it. And I'm
I've been a
about to
bit
read
slacking.
Crooked
Yeah.
Kingdom. Have you read it?
Oh, I haven't. I haven't. I've been slacking so much. Um, if I was to say the book that I want to read next would be, after I finish those two, will be a Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. Uh,
Oh my god, that's on my reading list too.
Yeah, because oh my God, we should read it at the same time. Because it has like a bi character who likes his friend Percy, and then they do a bunch of stuff. It's cool. And by stuff, I just mean everyday stuff. Jesus, chill out, people. What is it? What else? If I was to recommend a book that I really like that Dara gave to me, like loaned to me, that I still have in my house, it's Meddling Kids, because it's I don't know if I've talked about it before, but it's like a spin-off of the Scooby-Doo kind of series stuff, and like they're a bunch of kids who basically got this guy arrested, but they think he's innocent. Well, one of them thinks he's innocent, and then they want to reopen the case. So
Oh, that's so good.
yeah,
Meddling
that
Kids.
yeah, Meddling Kids, like really good. I like it. Y'all should check it out. I might include a photo of it in the story after this, so then people know what it looks like and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in terms of other books, I've been very lazy and I haven't read enough. So don't. Don't
Yeah,
ask.
I want to like I admire people who can read like 3 or 4 books at a time. Like my friend, she has like a physical book she'll read, like a book she'll read because it's actually in her hand. And then she
Yeah.
also reads a different book on her tablet. And I'm like, I wish I could do that, but then my mind wanders and I think about the other book while I'm reading this book, then I find out I didn't even read
Mm,
any of that book at all.
mine, I can do that sometimes, but it's more like I'm reading a book that I'm not really invested in, and then I'm reading the other book, and maybe it's an audiobook or something. Like
Yeah.
it takes a lot. It takes a lot of energy for me to actually do that. So I commend her. Like,
Yeah.
I can't.
Also, I
Yeah.
wanted to get your opinion on an author. Like no hate, well, kind of hate. Jacqueline Wilson. What is your opinion on Jacqueline Wilson?
Oh my God, we've talked about this before. Like, did you hear that she came out recently?
Really?
She's gay. Yeah.
Oh my god, I knew it. I knew it.
I
No
know.
one can
I
look
know.
that
I know,
fabulous.
right? Canonically, I just like you felt it. You felt it in your soul. I kind of like her books, but also they all seem to have a similar plot. Um, but then now she's a queer icon, so what can I say? But like, no, but I think her books were very similar to one another,
Yeah,
and she has that kind of like John Green-esque stuff about her writing style,
she does. She does.
where she's writing on the same theme over and over again. So it's not
Yeah,
exactly for me. But in saying that, Tracy Beaker was great, and all that stuff was really good. So I do like
yeah.
a bunch of her books, and they were a part of my childhood. So, but yeah, what do you think about her, especially after I revealed that scandalous, amazing fact?
I mean, she is a good author. There's no denying. I kind of always liked her book, but
Yeah,
I've never hated her.
yeah,
But I just felt like every book of hers was the same. She had a few different ones. Like I really liked I think it's called Buried Alive. That one was really good.
mm.
My Sister
Or that was
Jodie, really sad.
wasn't there the one where they were like twins or something, and they
Oh yeah, Gemini Act. Also really liked that one. I think it's called
yeah,
Gemini Act. I don't know. Like she
I don't
had
know.
a few really good ones. Like she definitely had very good books.
I
But I
think the
just felt like
last
the
one I read was
majority of
probably the last one I read was probably Whale Song. So like I don't know a lot of them.
oh
You know
yeah,
what I
that one
mean?
was pretty good too.
Yeah.
I will say the reason I dislike her is because I know I might
Her
get some
name
hate for
sounds
this,
too
but
much like Jessica.
no, no, no. Um, I hate Hetty Feather. The hate Hetty Feather trilogy. I
That's the one I
despise it
was
with all
talking
my heart.
about. I was like, a lot of people hype that up, and I haven't read it, and I was wondering if you liked it. That was the one I was talking
I
about.
read Hetty Feather, and then my sister is obsessed. Like she loves Jacqueline Wilson. She loves reading the books over and over again. We have like 8 or 7 books of hers,
Can I
and she
just say, when
adores Hetty
Haditha
Feather.
said those people need Jesus when they were like targeting you on the streets, I was just like, that's hilarious.
I know. I was like, but yeah, like Hijab is
Yeah.
obsessed with the series, and I'm like,
Damn.
it. I don't even get the hype around it. Like the
No.
first book, moderately fine. I tried reading
Can
the
I just
second
say,
book.
her
It was just
illustrator though does a great job.
yes, illustrator, you are top notch. Like I also really
Um,
like her book, The Illustrated Mom. That was pretty good as well.
I think I might have read that one. It's kind of like how when you're a child, you all have to read Michael Morpurgo, so you're not gonna really jump back into him in your adolescence. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah, that's how I feel. Like I don't
You
hate
know who
her,
is
I
an
don't love
underrated?
her. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You know who's really underrated? I'm probably gonna make if I ever have kids. Probably gonna make my kids read it. Roddy
Um,
Doyle. He's underrated and just
he came to our
fantastic.
school, to our primary school. He came to my primary school.
Lucky.
Yeah,
So
he
lucky.
like we were all reading his books for like I guess English or whatever, and like I really like his writing. I need to get back into that.
Yeah, I have a copy of The Meanwhile Adventures, and I do read it like at least
Mm.
once a year because it's so good. I love it.
Yeah, I really need to get back into them. Why did I leave him back? You know what I mean?
Probably because
You
he's
know when you
very
just
child
forget?
like oriented.
True. And plus, it, like I said, childhood. So
Yeah.
I'm
Like
not
I haven't
gonna.
read Roald Dahl in so many years. Like I think it's been
Do
like
you
3 or 4 years
mean
since I read
Roald?
Roald Dahl. That is his name. I refuse to listen to anyone else's opinion.
Right. Mm, right.
This is how I believe I live in Manchester, when actually I live in Leinster.
Leinster. Yeah.
Leinster.
Yeah. Yeah. You live in Leinster. Uh,
I don't live in England. The amount
but
of times I've gotten to like where I have to fill in a form or something, and they're
yeah.
like, "Oh, what province are you from?" And I'm like, Leinster," and they're like, "Do you mean Leinster? Yes," and I'm like, "Yes, that one, this one,
The
Leinster."
one who's starting with an L.
Literally. I'm sorry, but I use a foreign card. Then I'm like, I'm foreign. Don't judge me, even though I've
Oh
been here
look.
for 14 years.
Hello.
I love the nails. Love the nails in the shirt. Just
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you. And the shirt is just because I was a bit cold and I just wanted a better shirt. Um, yeah, but Roddy Doyle, he has a bunch of works. I have to get hop back into that. And I don't know which one we read for school, but we did read one. So now I guess it's time for the big discussion. And what was the question you were going to ask me about Umbrella Academy before we forget?
Favorite character so far?
Ooh.
Okay, list all the siblings from 1 to 7. List
Okay,
them in a favorite being
in
number 1
preference.
and least
Okay,
favorite number
I
7.
think first Diego,
I get it.
then Allison,
Right?
then Luther. Oh no, not Luther. Sorry, 5. Let's put Ben there just to fuck with everyone. Ben. Uh, no, Luther, then Ben, Vanya, and then Klaus. Klaus is my least favorite, just because he had to travel in time and have a breakdown to actually understand why he has to just calm down and not abuse everything. But he's still
Right,
drinking
yeah.
and all. But he's still drinking. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, if you didn't drink, you could use your power to contact your dad and then figure out what's going on. And also, and I forgot,
Mm-hmm.
like, I thought he contacted his dad, or he could use it to help other stuff. Oh, the handler! Oh my God, the handler. Like her. Oh my God.
Like her or hate her?
It's like you want to be her, but you're also like, this bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I don't like Hazel and Cha Cha for obvious reasons. Like they're trying to like destroy. Should I
Yeah, I
rate them
hate
both?
Cha-Cha.
Should I? I was gonna say Cha
Yeah,
Cha over
which
Hazel
one of
just for
them do you like
strength.
better?
Cha
Strength.
Cha over Hazel just because of strength.
Oh,
But Hazel's better because she didn't like. She's always been loyal to the cause.
no. Hazel is the dude. Cha-Cha is the
Oh,
Cha-Cha is the girl.
I mix them. I always mix them up. Hazel for his strength, like if I wanted to be a character, but I
Yeah,
think Cha Cha's smarter.
yeah.
You know
Cha-Cha
what
is
I mean?
definitely smart.
Like she figured out that Klaus could, like she got the book and she researched, like, and she found out that
Hmm.
Klaus could talk to dead people, and that's why he knew everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she's definitely smarter. Mom is just like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Because now she has
Yeah, I
powers,
love
and
it.
I'm like, what the hell's going on there? So I would like to be her. Wow, what a plot twist. Sandra being the mother figure.
What's your opinion on Pogo and Mr. Reggie himself?
I was gonna say Reginald, horrible father, abusive, hate it. And also, I think the theory of Ben committing suicide makes sense because of Reggie's bad parenting. But
Mm.
Pogo, don't trust him with a barge pole. I don't trust him. I've never trusted him since the beginning, and I'm so confused. I'm like, what is he doing? I don't know what he's doing. You know what I mean?
We should definitely talk when you finish the series because I want to see your reaction to it.
I think I'm gonna
It's
lose my
very
mind. Like if I'm like this already, I feel like I'm gonna hit a wall.
Yeah, I feel like you'll need to run because like that's what I need to do. I was thankful my sister watched as well because I was like, "Can you believe this happened?" And she was like, "I cannot believe that happened." And I was like, "Oh, also,
Yeah.
this isn't this isn't really a spoiler, but don't don't expect them to explain Ben's death because it's never explained in the
Oh
comics, so
no,
they
I
will
knew
don't.
that. I knew that. I knew that. I knew that going in. But I do think it's a suicide because, first of all, he's very young, so he would fit the
Yeah,
demographic, but also because Reginald was kind of neglectful and really like obviously he sent
cold
Luther
and
to
just
yeah, like he sent Luther to the moon for ages, like you know what I mean?
exactly.
So that's why I
And Luther
think,
was the only person who stayed behind.
yeah,
Everyone else left.
yeah. But like, can you blame them? You know what I mean? You can't.
Also,
Also, he
can we
didn't read
just
Vanya's book when
yeah,
everyone else read it.
exactly. Also, I don't know why they shipped Luther with Allison. It's just weird.
It's because she's the only one that matches his height.
I mean, if you were to look at the technicalities,
They aren't
they aren't.
siblings.
Yeah. But can I just say, they call this out in season 2, and you will adore this moment when they do.
Okay.
But I'm just like, they were raised together. They call the
So
same
they
person
basically are
out.
siblings.
Yeah. Like,
They're not biologically, but like socially, they should be siblings.
yeah.
We are so going off topic. We're supposed to talk about academics today.
Epidemics. Oh.
No, no, academics.
Oh,
As in
academics.
as in dark academia,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
that kind of stuff. Because
Sorry,
remember
dude.
how you're going to college and that stuff, and I've decided to work because I don't want to suffer anymore.
I will say, though, last thing about Umbrella Academy, my
Yeah,
favorite
because we're gonna
characters.
make a no we're gonna make an episode about this. I can feel it.
Yeah, when you finish, that's definitely an episode for sure. When you finish all the way to season 2, we will talk about it because I don't want to talk about it too much in case I give you a spoiler.
Yeah, because you will. I know you will. Yeah, go on.
So I think even though a lot of people are kind of hypocritical, my favorite character has to be Five. I just
Okay.
understand his homicidal rage and just how he likes his siblings but also isn't afraid to murder them. I'm like, I can relate, dude.
I
I
mean,
can
like, I
relate.
get that. I get that. I think I'm an Allison.
Yes, I can definitely see that. Like caring, but like if you get in her way, you will be stomped.
I heard a rumor. It's mainly that, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
yeah, or the mom.
Academia.
Yeah, academia, but like five. What is it? So I'm a dental nurse, as if it isn't obviously clear, like
No
the
way.
amount
I
of
had
time I've got.
no idea.
And I'm working. So mainly my advice will either be for PLCs or if you want to leave university, come to me. But you're going to Trinners,
Maybe. We'll see.
maybe. We'll see.
Because of the whole situation that happened. So currently at the moment I am registered as a student in the biosciences course at DIT.
Hmm.
And I'm actually
Which
okay with
is
that. If I
still
don't get to
a
finish.
very prestigious university. So
Love that university too. It's very cool.
yeah.
Um I will say
Plus we
though,
know people there, so that will work out.
yeah, like I actually like a lot of my friends go there as well.
Yeah.
I would say though, Trinity, the main reason, and this is kind of people are probably going to be like, "What the hell? This is not a good reason to pick it." The aesthetic of Trinity. Can we just say that Trinity's aesthetic is just
Elitism, am I right? No, it's the library and the campus. We're not gonna lie. It's pretty beautiful. It's pretty beautiful there.
yeah, it's stunning. And the long room in the library. Oh,
But
just
like
to look at it
Dara
would be
said,
my
the
dream.
Hamilton building is just like, oh, just horrendous. Don't like it. Don't tag me. I love the gift shop in the Book of Kells area.
I haven't been to it yet, but
I
hoping
went
to
with
see
Neve.
it.
You
So.
should go with a student or like when you're a student because then you have a discount.
Mm,
So it's
okay.
more worth your time. But it was really nice, and I got my dad a Father's Day gift there. So
Hmm.
I recommend. And the lines weren't long and all. It was grand. Well, this was pre-pandemic, lads. Like, oh God. What else? What else? So we both did the CAO system. This was back
Yeah.
when I thought university was for me. And can I just say to everyone, fill in all 10 spots. Don't be that person. Don't be that person who
Yeah.
fills in one. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like like I'd say maximum fill out at least seven. At least seven.
I give you a solid 8. Just think about it. 3 is your top 3, right?
Yeah.
4 to 5 is like a close second to the top 3, as in like you can get by because like it's basically a copy of the first 3,
Yeah.
but then the last 8 are like your safe bets,
Yeah.
the last of the 8. So yeah, and also the level 7s, don't you be discarding them because 11 level 7 can turn into a level 8 real fast if you go to certain places like Dundalk where you do like an extra year or a year after the level 7 and turn it into level 8. So
Yeah, like I always feel like people think the level seven is for people who weren't smart enough to get into the level eight. Some of the level sevens are just as difficult to get into as the level eights. Like the
yeah,
course biosciences at DIT, it's 412 points.
well,
Whereas at DKIT it's only like 213. So they're just as difficult to get into. It's not an easy route, as many
no,
people think the level sevens are.
no. It's like if you go for a level 7 in dental nursing in Trinity, do you think Trinity's just gonna hand that out? Like, no. It
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense. So don't discard the level 7s. And then my favorite, PLCs. I did a PLC.
Yeah.
I'm now working full time in a job that I really like. So don't discard PLCs. And also PLCs are very good for if you want to enter a degree that you hadn't thought about before. Like let's say you were an art student but you weren't considering it, you could always prepare your portfolio by doing a PLC. So that's definitely a consideration. Plus, PLCs are much more affordable and you can work as you study.
Yeah, PLCs are very good as well. I would recommend it for people who want to get who don't want just to be stuck in a job but want to have a degree of some kind. I would definitely recommend doing a PLC.
Definitely. And also, it's affordable because you can actually pay for it yourself. And like for me, in my situation, doing a PLC saved me a lot of hassle in terms of having to commute and spending more money on
Yeah.
university because I didn't have the Susie grant anymore. So definitely worth trying out. And also, if you're doing the Susie grant, I've said this to Hosanna already because she has to deal with them. You should call them if you ever have any queries because it's much easier to talk to someone on the
Yeah.
phone than by email because by email they might be busy, but also do this before the Leaving Cert results because the phone lines will be a bit packed, of course.
Yeah, I definitely know that CAO and Susie are going to be very full around the 11th of September because that's when results are set to come out.
Yeah. But also, what is it? There's many other options. Like once you get into university, I know there's a bunch of like bursary stuff that you can enter that does basically the same as
Yeah.
the Susie grant, but even more money. There's also other
Yeah.
scholarships. There's some universities that I know that, based on your points, they can give you a scholarship. Um, just a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff. Like all I would say would probably be like research, 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 because you never know what you're gonna find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely say
And
that.
also clubs and socks, am I right? No. Speaking
Um,
as someone who, what is it, commuted during university, clubs and socks was not high on the priorities. Hi, Alex. I love when she checks in. What is it? Your friendly neighborhood barista just comes into the what is it? The pod. Um, what else do we have to talk about? I don't know. I don't know.
oh, I will say,
Yeah.
people always like worry, and I feel like everyone does this at the start of the year. And you know when schools are starting, everyone's like, "Oh, hey Alex, how have you been?" They always like get a ton of stationery and then they kind of don't know what to do with it. Like I've seen
Oh
my
my God,
siblings do
yeah.
it. They buy like sticky notes and all these pens and they're gonna color code everything and I'm like, you're not thinking smartly. Are you really gonna have time to color code every note you take in class? Your teacher's gonna look at you like you're crazy. Because believe me, I did it in sixth year. My notes looked immaculate, but I had to do so much work and it was not worth it.
Immaculate.
My geography notes, they were something else.
Not only that, stationery,
But
I
I
always
would
buy
say,
it when
like,
I'm stressed.
think of your
So,
organization.
yeah, think of the bigger
Yeah.
picture
Like,
instead of
I've
just
always been a
focusing
sucker
on.
for walking into a shop and seeing a pretty notebook and thinking, yep, I'm definitely going to use this. It's not just going to sit on my shelf.
Plus, they give you a journal. Most places give you a journal when you first enter, so don't
Yeah.
be wasting your money. Unless you need it for other stuff, unless you need it because you need one for, like, I don't know, work stuff, and then you need one for
Yeah.
college or studying or
Yeah. I
whatever.
feel like at the beginning of every school year, people, or academic year, people always get carried away with how their or note taking and organization system works. And I definitely think you should think it out before you do it.
Yeah,
Like for me, I've been thinking that I want to reduce, I've been trying to reduce my carbon footprint on the world. So I'm just like, what is more efficient? So I've decided, like try and take more digital notes, try to get it easier to study from digital notes because that reduces paper waste. But
yeah,
you should definitely think about your note system before you start school.
yeah. And also,
It
you
is
have to
worth
think
thinking about.
financially and time-wise. Like, financially,
Yeah,
it's much easier to go paper. Time-wise, you might be faster at typing, but also, would you rather plan your essay in a Word document where you can basically just edit it and it becomes the actual essay, or would you rather plan
yeah,
it on paper and then have to transfer? So it's
yeah,
really your preference. You just have to choose.
definitely.
Sleepy baby.
Did not sleep well.
No, you and me both. Ugh. Oh, what else? What else?
I feel
Mm,
like we had something else to talk about. Something else
hmm.
people highlighted.
Well, what
I mean, we
character
could
from
just.
Umbrella Academy are you?
Yes, that's what it will be. This episode will just be Umbrella Academy and
Which is
academics.
ridiculous.
I
I
mean,
can't believe us.
technically,
We planned this and we were like, yeah, academics, because I'm gonna be a new academic this year. And then we were like, Umbrella Academy. Ugh.
I mean, technically, academics, Umbrella Academy, it links.
Does it though?
I always.
Start with
It
organizing
does.
sentence and end up writing on scraps of paper like a month into the semester. Alex, you are all of us.
Yes,
I
that
start
is.
with a refill pad that's organized by subject, and then it becomes one subject.
Yeah, you start off, you're like, damn, this is my year. This is the year I get my shit together. 3 weeks later, I had a granola bar for 3 weeks. I think it'll do for my lunch.
Oh my God, don't get me started. I literally lost, when I was in DCU, I lost about 6 kilograms because I wasn't eating properly. So can I just say, if you're a student, please, and I'm not glorifying this at all, I'm saying plan your meals, plan your time, plan everything. Because if you have like gaps and stuff, eat or like study or do both. Like
Yeah.
literally, like just it's not cute having an eating disorder or anything of the sort during university or any part of your life. I didn't have an eating disorder, thank
Yeah.
God, but I did
Because
have
your
disordered
brain
eating.
has to work hard, so it needs fuel.
Yeah, plus it didn't help that I had chronic pain already, so that was a big influence on how I didn't eat properly because I already had pain. So yeah, be careful.
Yeah.
Also, oh, I know what I needed to say. Avail of all your health benefits. Like in university, you have a counseling system and you have a medical system. So let's say you have an infection or you think you do. This could be any type of infection, and you don't want to go to your regular GP or you don't want to drag your parents there or whatever. Just do it in university, get it done, and be home free, you know? It's
Mm-hmm.
much better. Don't risk it. And also, there's a bunch of pharmacies and stuff, which is really nice. Also, online
Yeah.
banking at university is really simple. They're really nice and really help you out.
Yeah, I've been trying to set up an online banking, but I never remember to make an appointment, and I'm like, I have to do that.
Are you with Bank of Ireland?
Yep.
You can call them.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no,
Just
wait. You can download the app first, um, and then it makes you call them, and then they help you
okay.
sort it out because it's simple.
Right.
Um. Oh, also, don't buy your books, or if you do, buy
Yes.
them secondhand or pirate them, or everything. Like literally, there's a lot of books that you're not gonna need. There's a lot of books that you're not gonna use, and you're just gonna focus more on notes. So just
Yeah.
this
I
is not
like
school. You don't have to
with
buy everything.
yeah. If if you're like my sister watches a lot of those college type people, like people who vlog
Ruby
about
Granger,
college life. We love Ruby Granger in this
Jack
household.
Edwards, Eve
Oh yeah.
Cornwall. I
All
love
yeah,
her.
yeah, Unjaded Jade, all of them. Just
Mm.
love them.
Oh my God,
But
V.
yeah,
What's her name? V. She always does like the essay crisis. She's in Oxford, amazing. She's friends with Malala, like star, absolute star. Honestly,
oh
all her
my
essay
god, oh my
crises
god.
made me feel so good. Not as in like good that she failed or anything. None of that. It was more like I felt seen that she procrastinated just like I procrastinated, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm
Anyway,
gonna say
you were saying your sister.
yeah, like oh wait, I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
Yeah, I have no idea what I was gonna say.
Your sister follows the college YouTubers, so then it gives her a false reality of how college is, I assume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that is it.
Because
Like
first of
she
all, they're
watches a lot of them.
more UK based, so obviously their system's different.
That is true. A lot of them are from the UK. I think most
Which,
of the study tubers are from the UK, aren't they?
yeah, mad respect though. Hustle life. Um, no, but I get that. Yeah. All mainly our points are plan, 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 and save your money.
Yes. Don't.
Like what? Like
Yeah, I
why
would
will you
say.
take the train if you can take the bus? Unless you need comfort and you need it to be the train. You
Mm,
know what I mean?
okay. See, I've been having a huge debate with myself over that because I
Yeah,
love taking the train because I know
it's
I'd be
beautiful.
able to study as well on the. I'm not.
You
Maybe
can
I'm thinking
study,
of
you
this
can
wrong,
read.
but don't they do, like tables on the train as well?
Yes,
Yeah. So
on
I feel like
some
it'd be.
trains, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I know it's some trains, but then I also know that I'd have to get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning
Oh no. Oh
to go.
honey, no. But
Yeah.
sure, some people have to wake up at 6 a.m. for the bus, and it's the same thing. I'll say another thing, sleep schedule. Fix your sleep schedule. Because here's the thing, you're gonna fall asleep one way or another. Either you're gonna fall asleep in the lecture or you're gonna fall asleep on the bus, and you could miss your stop.
Yeah, that's true. Like
I'm not
speaking from
speaking from
experience,
experience.
like I've known in secondary school I would stay awake for like 3 or 4 nights straight,
Yeah,
and I would come in and my friends are like, "You look insane."
yeah.
But yeah, it's not healthy
And you
because you
would be
do fall
broken.
asleep.
Like, it wasn't even that we were just being like mean. It would literally be you bringing in books, and you'd be like, and we were like, you haven't slept, have you? And you're
Yeah,
like,
like I
no,
was.
I'm living on
Uh,
coffee.
yeah, the amount of energy drinks. Oh dear lord,
Which was not
an
good for you.
addiction now.
Like, let's just say you're already a very skinny, tall person. So when you put in an energy drink, you're already messing with your bones and all.
Exactly. Like
And you can't afford that. Like,
I
no,
really can't.
no.
Uh, so yeah, I will say though, I am having a huge debate with myself because I've been looking at the pros and cons of it.
Yeah.
Pros of taking the train. It's quieter. I'm kind of always guaranteed a seat because less people take the train,
True.
and it is it's
You can
not that
see
much of a
fewer
difference,
people
but
that we know from secondary school.
yes, I won't have to deal with that many people in the morning.
Yeah,
Um, and then I feel like my time would be more productive because I'd
true.
actually be motivated to study because it's quiet and all.
But the train is also late,
And
just like the bus, you know that.
yeah, I'm not
Occasionally,
time-wise,
not
I kind of
always.
think they're the kind of same.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's only €1 cheaper than taking the bus. And
Mm,
then, but the cons of taking the train would be that I'd have to get up really early because I'd have to take the 7 o'clock train,
yeah.
and then I'd have to get to the train station because it's like 40 minutes from my house.
Yeah, it's far. It's far from your house.
Yeah. Then the pros of taking the bus would be that I wouldn't have to get up that early and I
It's
could
close to
just
your
go at the
house.
same time my dad goes to the bus station for his job. So
And it's close to your
kind of
house.
just stuck in a debate.
You could literally just stop at the North Road,
Hmm.
you know. I have to take the bus soon because I'm going to Dublin for work.
Yeah. I feel like I might just end up taking the bus because it might just be easier.
Convenience. Just
Yeah.
convenience, really. Yeah.
Yep. Well, I'll see when the time comes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
In
bus
my
does
opinion,
seem more
bus seems more
logical.
logical. Yeah, like you're telling us you're waking up at 5 a.m. and we're like, honey, no. It's just not
Yeah.
feasible. Oh.
The only reason I'm really stuck on the train is because I like trains. I like traveling on
But think
trains.
about it. You can use the train when you go to Dublin for like business purposes or for other stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, that's true. Like,
So
yeah.
it's just better off.
Yeah, I think yeah, I'm probably gonna
Mm,
end up taking the bus because I do not want to wake up at 5 a.m. every day.
no, no. And like you said, your dad will drop you off, so you wouldn't have to worry.
Um,
I guess we should move on. We've been so like
yeah.
academic. I'm gonna hashtag this dark academia just 'cause like F it. That extra sleep
That
will feel even
sleep.
more valuable in the middle of a busy study week. Alex should know. I've seen Alex on the best days and the busiest days, and she'd be like, "Look, I just had this horrible lecture, or I have this lecture right now," and I'm like, "Girl, she knows. She'll guru you into how to survive." Okay, I guess
Guru
it's
of school
time.
survival.
I think it's time for it's not a moment, it's a movement. So, do you have a movement for me?
This week I'm not sure if it's a movement, but basically I
Yeah,
saw this thing about a woman. Well, it's very little, but I thought it was very serious because there was basically
yeah,
this woman, Asian woman, and
yeah,
she was giving out to these teenagers, and she was like, "You're racially discriminating." I'm not sure if they were discriminating against her or someone else, but she was just giving out to them because they were racially discriminating, and they
yeah.
laughed at her and then pushed her into a river.
Oh,
And I was like, "Are you serious?" And I just thought it was ridiculous. Like, I, I'm just very mad at that. I'm just like, how
honestly,
she's teaching you the better way, and you just push her in the river, and they just ran off laughing afterwards. So
that's
it's
not.
not really a movement, but I just think that people should grow up. If
Oh yeah,
someone's telling you something's wrong, you should understand.
yeah, definitely. Um,
Sorry, what's your movement?
trying to think. I did a post about this before. There's this transgender woman named Julie, that was
Oh yeah,
protesting, and in the middle of protesting, she was arrested, and she has been placed into a male prison. I don't know if she's since been released or if people are still in the process of helping with that, but that's definitely a cause that has been on my mind since I heard about it.
yeah,
People are bringing more awareness to it by using the hashtag to promote the story. I don't know what else. I am sure there's petitions or donations. So
yeah.
if anyone wants to get involved with that, that's my organization for the week. So for a bit more lightheartedness, let's go on to mixtape of the week. mixtape. Need a mixtape.
So,
Um,
Sandra, what is your mixtape of the week?
yeah, as we know, Hosan cannot listen to music for a bit. Um, but I have been listening to podcasts. I've been listening to Sawbones, which is a marital tour of misguided medicine, where Sydney
Ooh.
McElroy and her husband Justin McElroy talk about the origins of different medicines, like vitamins or like what is
Mm-hmm.
it, medicinal tattoos, and a bunch of other stuff. And it's just really
Yeah.
fun. Sydney's actually a doctor. Justin is a comedian who has a bunch of other podcasts with his brothers and all, and he's into video
Yeah.
games and stuff. So they're very successful in both of their own fields. And Sydney has her own podcast with her sisters called Still Buffering, which is about like growing up and stuff. So I really like their podcast. That's been on my mixtape, but also Niall Horan. And what is it? What else? I don't know. Obviously Taylor Swift. Like I'm just constantly on
Yeah.
her. Folklore album. Yeah, I'd say that's
I
it.
will say though,
Yeah.
yeah, that even though I can't listen to music, I have been listening to a lot of podcasts, and my favorite podcast has to be the Scary Stories podcast. No, I think they're called Shocked, maybe on Twitter. Snarled. They're called Snarled,
Oh
and
yeah.
they're on Twitter. Not Twitter, sorry, YouTube. Yeah, you've heard of them. I
Yeah, I have.
love listening to their podcasts. They're just
They're very
very
cool.
good.
Um,
And the
yeah.
what's the name? Sorry, no, you go ahead. I'm just thinking.
No, I was just gonna say my favorite podcast is I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called Capitalism, Thanks I Hate It. And it's on Instagram and it's really cool. I really like it at the end of my week.
Yeah, I just think that podcast has a little flair to it. Like, I'm not sure if many people, you guys, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. It's very low key, but it's rising. It's getting there, you know?
I just hate us for doing that. I hate the whole bit. Oh my God.
Self promo, ever heard of it?
Someone else promote us because I'm not doing that. No
Also,
more.
the other day, I chugged half a bottle of Alpro soy milk because I hadn't had it in so long, and I was like, Sandra
Have you
would
tried the
appreciate
chocolate
this.
one? Have you
No,
tried the chocolate one? So good. Oh my God, speaking of which, I need to email Alpro. Literally, if anyone knows about Alpro, can they email on my behalf? I literally just got their plain with coconut yogurt, and I had it this morning with some bananas, a bit of cinnamon, and it was, I tell you,
their
chef's
yogurts,
kiss, delish.
definitely.
Delish. Also, because I'm lactose intolerant, I had the BioLife block cheese. It's vegan,
Mm-hmm.
and it actually tastes like cheese and melts like cheese. So,
Ooh.
will heavily recommend. Um, oh my God, we need to get Alpro to sponsor us. Like, we're giving so much free ads.
Yeah, we're not one of those people that overhype something for a reason. We're like, no, you need to understand this is quality.
It's because we actually consume it. It's not like we just went to the shelf and went like, oh, which product am I gonna like promote?
Yeah, we're like, if we say something's bad, it's bad. Alpro they're hyped for a reason. Their milk binds differently.
Oh my,
Don't
their
know how they
puddings. Have you
get.
tried their puddings?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God.
It's fine.
That's just a rewind of how my dad met you.
Oh my god, I get so embarrassed whenever I think of that.
Oh, it's great though. It made you humble. It made you like nice in his eyes.
That was her dad's first impression of me. The
He's
girl
like
who
a
dropped
little
the cup.
they're like a little clumsy, no? And I was like, she's a character, all right. What else was I gonna say? Alpro, yeah, like their puddings are good. Um, their custard, if you make it with porridge and add some apples, that and cinnamon, that is your apple pie breakfast. Oh,
Ooh, man, I love apple pie.
I have yet to taste their ice cream.
Mm.
They have like chocolate ice cream. They had like coffee flavored ice cream, but I didn't want coffee. I wanted chocolate, and they didn't have it.
Yeah. I'm actually not a fan. Like, I feel like some people say this, but not a lot of people agree with it. Do you
Yeah.
agree with it? A lot of chocolate is not actually really nice. Chocolate on chocolate is not nice.
A lot of chocolate isn't nice, but some
Yeah.
chocolate on chocolate is nice.
I
Like,
mean, if I had to choose, if someone gave me vanilla ice cream with like chocolate sauce, and
yeah,
someone else gave me chocolate ice cream with chocolate sauce on it, I'd probably end up
I'd
choosing
go
the
for the
vanilla.
vanilla, because you
Yeah.
don't want to get tired of the taste.
Yeah.
But
I
also,
feel
oh my
like
God,
unless it's like,
can you agree with me on this? You know when you're getting waffles or pancakes or something, do you get the chocolate sauce or do you get the Nutella?
Nutella, obviously.
Thank you. The chocolate sauce is always bad when you're trying to get a
Yeah.
pancake or like a waffle or something.
I feel like, I don't know, it's just,
It's
it
all.
doesn't taste like chocolate at that moment.
It feels like you mixed something like a bland honey with cocoa powder.
Yes. It does. It tastes like those bitter cocoa powders.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it. Oh, while we're on the topic of food,
What's our next topic?
um, let me just, the waiter's here. Have you ordered?
Not yet, have you?
Um, I just ordered, so, um,
Oh, what are you having?
I don't know. I think I'll have what she's having. That hers.
Yes, we'll go
Um,
with that.
oh wow.
Acting skill!
Acting skills to the max. So let's talk about food. While we were talking about it, not a controversial opinion, chocolate sauce is not as good as Nutella on pancakes or waffles.
Yes,
In terms
it's a
of
given.
food, today I had just a plain ham and cheese with like the vegan cheese and a bit of like tomato puree, and then I had an apple with cinnamon on top. I've been having a lot of cinnamon. Maybe I need to cut down.
No, cinnamon is good for your immune system, I think. My
Okay,
dad
I
makes
need
me eat a
that.
lot of cinnamon in my porridge.
I need that. Um, what else? Um, I had pasta yesterday. If anyone knows me in
Ooh.
fifth year, I used to have pasta like almost every week, and then I'd say to my friends, I'm cooking this week, and I'd be like, do you know what I'm
Pasta?
cooking? And everyone's like, pasta, and I'm like, gasp, how do you know?
I
Sandra, because it was
swear.
a major
I
food
think
group.
I think there was even a proper week where every other day you had pasta, and I was like, Sandra, I think you have a problem. You're
Yeah,
having a lot of pasta.
yeah, y'all were kind of like, Sandra, are you like depressed or something? Because you're eating a lot of carbs, like a lot of carbs.
Yeah,
Oh my
but
God.
pasta always bangs. Like, I just
Yeah,
pasta is always.
I'm not gonna have it today. God. But I had it yesterday. It
Uh,
was really good. It was really good. I had it
so
with some
long.
tofu. I have some tofu today.
Ooh,
Um, speaking of which, I've deleted all my dating apps. And I mean, as in,
good
I've
for you.
deleted the photos from them and everything
Oh,
as much as I could. Like, I have deleted everything, trying to make me as unavailable as possible. Because I've decided just online dating can go
I did
away.
see this thing on TikTok, and I kind of want to try it. I
What is
don't know
it?
if I sent it to you.
Is it
Someone
about getting
said,
a TikTok girlfriend?
no,
I think you should.
it's
No, no, go
about
on.
the Amazon wish list. That if you link your Amazon wish list with your Tinder, people would just buy you stuff off it. And I'm like, is that true? Can I do that?
One of our friends who's on Tinder still, can you just like update us on that? Like, let us know.
Yeah,
Because I'm not going to
like
do
if
that,
your
but I'd like
age
to
is
know. We have 19 seconds left. Do you want to do a part two?
okay.
Okay, we're going to do a part
No, I
two.
have to
No?
work now.
You have to work.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry, I have to
anyone
work.
who has Tinder, let us know. And now it's time for the outro. My name is Sandra. Welcome to my mixtape. I'm tired, and you are?